All right, we are live. Happy Monday. Greatest day of the week. No, it's the worst. Worst, but it's time to get the stream started. Let me just check a few things. Looks like the stream is working, but I do have to check. All right, let's queue up. Let's go ahead and queue for a couple of my lower rated specs, and then on my EU account, we will queue. Let's queue a different spec. Demo Destra. Maybe some Destra? It's been a little while. Hey there, Bard. How's it going? Yeah, let's queue some Destra on here. And then... let's take a look at... So I've just been playing my main account in threes lately because just with friends and stuff and my wife. Just because I have more gear options here, and I've been trying some different like some kind of weird builds, more mastery, dropping all versatility, doing different just like experiment things because it's for fun. But I think it's I should probably finish out the grind. So um, let's just see what there is out there because I've been kind of interested in what I really want to run with is honestly an assassin rogue. Just kind of like want to see. I never see any. Oh well, whatever. Let's just sign up for this. Well, Bard, that's good to hear. Yeah, we're just chilling here. Had a productive morning, but still feel like I'm waking up. I think it takes me hours and hours to just fully get to an alert state. Okay, you've been playing some of the new Dune game. It's pretty fun. Is it like is that an MMO or is it single player open world? I don't think I looked into it at all. I did like the new Dune show or movies. Those are so good. That director, he just makes the best stuff. Dennis, whatever. Villeneuve. So, I'll, what I want to do is try some wacky stuff. That's a 2v2 team. Let's see, Resto Arcane. Hmm. Hey there, Drekiger. Your name is so long. I don't even know. I don't know how to how to do it. But Drek, I'm doing good. Thanks for uh, thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm kind of a crazy weekend. Did a lot of stuff at home. Um, just chilling. But yeah, it's a half MMO, half survival game, kind of like Borderlands. I didn't play a lot of Borderlands, but I did like the playstyle. I played it some. It's pretty fun. I played it with some friends, and then when they moved on, I just never played it again. Halimi. Okay, Halimi is fine. Okay, that's good to know. Or Helmi. 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 Okay, got it. Alex, how's it going? Hey, hey. Yeah, we are. I've been trying to take the weekends a little bit more off, at least off stream. Playing some with I'm still playing with my friends and my wife and stuff, but um, trying to be a little bit more kind of flexible on the weekends for family stuff. But what I really need to do is finish up some videos I was working on, especially because I'm like healthy. I was kind of sick last week, so I was taking it a little slower on that stuff. But man, this is annoying. Actually, what's this? No, there's some people around my rating, but I just don't know. I think I'd rather do some solo shuffle. Now, what else do I need to do this week? It is oh, Dark Moon Fair started. That's my favorite. Um, oh wait, what's this? Oh, he's in a solo shuffle. Family first? Yeah. You know. Also, I'm just like trying to. I'm going through the process of trying to like. I'm still testing the waters on the streaming thing. Um, I will keep streaming regardless, but right now I'm treating it like a full-time gig. But I can only do that obviously if it pays the bills, and it's pretty far from that. So, uh, so I think I need to probably balance it with work a little bit more again soon. But right now, just having a lot of fun, just trying to entertain and educate as much as I can while I have a little bit of free time. And then if it doesn't work out as a full time thing, that's okay. I'll still keep streaming a lot because even when I'm not streaming, I'm playing WoW just a ton. So it'll be okay. But I need to make more videos. I think there's been a few more questions. I've been kind of struggling with like what to make. I mean, I know I need the guides. Uh, let's see, what's this? This priest's name is Priest? You can, that's crazy. How do you get that name? It's got like weird symbols, I guess. It's pretty wild though. I guess I won't be able to play with my. I've been testing a new cheesy build with Affliction, and I'm pretty convinced that it will work really well with some sort of rogue comp. Because I've been testing it with some friend, with my rogue friend. It works pretty well. I think it can climb pretty high, but with a Shadow Priest, I don't think it'll work so well. So I'm gonna have to. It's basically. So I've been testing Bloodstones. Bloodstones are the this one here replaces your health stone. That so instead of healing you, you get a haste buff. It's actually so I tested it a couple days ago, and I was kind of surprised that the haste buff you get from it is really big. I'm pretty sure it's bigger than you get from certainly bigger than Power Infusion. I'm not sure about Bloodlust or not, but it's in that category. Maybe higher than Bloodlust for some reason. Uh, and you can do some pretty wild stuff with it. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me this guy. I don't know how many games I'm gonna play with these guys, but I'll send this guy into a follower dungeon for now. So with LFG, you just play a few games here and there, and then move on. That's kind of like the way it's played for some reason. But let's see, we've got Balanced Druid Windwalker. So I definitely want Impish against the Windwalker. And against a balanced druid. You know, reflect is pretty nice, but I think I'll run Fell Lord. Yeah. It's pretty fun. I want to. So what I want to do is find an assassin rogue, and then just show what's possible. Uh, maybe it'd work with subtlety too. Actually, just anybody who can smoke bomb. All right. So I trinket them right away because I think when you sit the first when you sit the first CC, it's a little bit too slow. I'm gonna lay a Fell Lord here and oh, cyclone, shoot. Coil this guy. Oh, whoops. Oh, did he trinket the coil? How did he get out of that so fast? That was a quick dispel. Oh my gosh. Cloned full, but that's okay. At least he healed me up before the clone hit. Dang it, I couldn't. Do I have interrupt? No. Gotta get the fear there finally. Oh my gosh, they have so much CC. Coil this guy. Fear this guy. Hit this guy. I think the boom kit is the best target. But maybe it's not a bad idea to hit this guy too. Frustrating amount of CC here. Interrupt the boomkin. I can't believe that actually went off. I'm walling here because they're popping a go. I've got to stun this guy. Coil this guy. This might be a kill. Oh my gosh, I interrupted. So bad. Try to pull him line of sight. Hold it per second. Again, line of sight. Oh, finally. I feel like that should have been a little easier. Played that pretty well. Hey, Pack. How's it going? Yeah, kind of wacky because I feel like the damage is a little bit low there. I'm not sure. That's okay. It's our first LFG. And LFG, as we all know, is a whole bunch of nonsense sometimes. So, all right, let's see. Affliction, Holy Pally, Warrior. I think this is actually a very similar situation. Just kind of like pump damage, survive the Warrior Burst. But yeah, how's everybody doing? You know, I'm definitely in that state, like that. It feels like it's that part of the season where really the only thing I want is the next season. Just like I'm kind of done with the season. I'm ready for new set bonuses. Try and theory craft the best new builds. Because like I think there's a lot more variety now, just in the way that the game is designed. A lot more opportunities to kind of do some interesting things. So I like going warrior here more than the lock. I mean, if we had a warrior on our team or like a melee or something like that, you know, sure. But the reason why is just locks are affliction locks in particular. They're not actually that scary. You can heal through their damage. I'll health them to help out. And it doesn't really help to make them go to that. I mean, we have to go on them here, where like Spell Bop is out. But I interrupted Malefic, so that really slows out his damage. Uh-oh, I got interrupted. My turn to run. So with Soul Burn up, I can teleport even though I got interrupted. Wait a second, am I wearing PvP gear? I feel like I should have gotten precog there. Or maybe he didn't kick me, he just kicked someone near me? I don't know. Gonna kick that, so I get to free cast my Hand of Dance and deep bolts. So he popped his unending resolve, makes him so he means he's trying to, and he wasn't really at risk of dying, so he's trying to do his big go there. So Fear the Pally. Nice. Fear the Pally. So everybody is like killable at this point. I'm gonna pop my defensive because there's no reason to risk it here. We are very close to a win. Just turn on this pet because it's super low. Fear Pally. Fort for a second. So Soul Rot is the Pally's or the Warlock's big go. So we kind of mess with him here. He's gonna interrupt. I didn't interrupt it. Okay. I'll interrupt his shadow just to slow him down a bit. Alright. I'll eat a couple interrupts, no big deal. Oh my gosh. Getting wrecked here. So I really need this priest to pump damage. Because he's free casting. I think whenever you're in a free casting situation, you gotta do some crazy damage. But I think I can get a pretty nice Fel Lord here. That's a really good Fel Lord. Oh my gosh, I need to fake cast the interrupt. All right. Definitely we stepped up damage there. Okay. That should have been a lot easier, but that's okay. Warm up. I also just got this new add-on. It checks your reports your AP actions per minute, which is kind of hilarious. I can actually see, so like at not like when I'm fully warmed up, I do like 550, usually like 500 to 550 APM. Right now I'm at like low 400s. I think it's because I haven't had my second coffee yet. It's actually like a noticeable difference. You don't need a ton of APM to do well. Like APM is pretty much just like anything above 200, 300 is probably like overkill. I'm just like mashing my buttons. But it actually, especially as affliction, I've noticed my APM is definitely higher because you just have to do more as affliction. But it's kind of fun to track. Hey Alfred. Hey man, enjoying content. Do you know which threes comps are the best for demo and destro? I appreciate that. Yeah, no, thanks for tuning in. Destro and demo are actually pretty flexible. Demo works really well with another caster. And the reason is demo is the only caster. Well, there's a few reasons, but the main reason is demo is the only caster that has a reliable, pretty high uptime Mortal Strike. So it pairs well with other casters who do a lot of damage but don't have Mortal Strike effects, which Mortal Strike is, by the way, if you don't know, it basically Hold on. Where is the hunter? Why is he hiding for so long? All right, so here I'm free casting, so I need to do more damage and CC. Actually, I'm not free casting. I got interrupted by both of them. So basically, the thing about hold on is very sloppy. So I'm just trying to get some pressure out, but I'm getting interrupted a lot. Nice. I got the fear on the priest before we got the UP off. I'm gonna try and re-fear. That's actually very nice. This dude's in trouble. There's pain suppressed. So we swap during pain suppressed to the next target, which is a hunter. There's a turtle. This is actually we're doing really well here in terms of cooldowns. Try and coil him outside the disc priest dome thingy. Interrupt the healer. Actually waiting. Getting ready to interrupt. Stun healer. Oh, I couldn't get the fear. I should have feared right away. Oh, he had to cancel the swap. Cancel UP to swap. That's pretty big for us. Let's fear the hunter. Full fear priest or half fear, I guess. Shoot. I forgot. Well, half fear priest again. Stun priest. There we go. That was like textbook. See, when you're free casting as a, so when you play double caster, and Alfred, I'll get back to your question in a second. When you're playing double caster, one caster is usually getting trained and shut down, and the other one, their responsibility is to you have to top the damage meter and you have to do a ton of CC. Like there's no other way around it. Like you gotta do that. So that's why like that time I was just like pumping damage, doing tons of fears, making that priest's life miserable. When fear DRs stacked up on the priest, then I just fear the hunter, and we just train down the kill target. Pretty easy. If both casters are on board with that, if like when you recognize you're playing a caster cleave and one caster is getting all the interrupts and all the stuns and stuff, the other caster, as long as they're carrying, and like both casters are capable of doing that kind of carry, super easy. Like you can climb to elite, no problem. But so Alfred, caster cleave is very strong right now because casters are they're pretty good. And the thing about caster cleave is it's really strong when you have a demo lock because you have mortal strike, reduces healing done. So the longer a game goes, the harder it is to heal through. It's pretty noticeable impact. So that tends to be demos kind of like bread and butter. But then Destro works more as like a carry. So it works well with a more supportive type of teammate, like a rogue, more setup, but it also works in caster cleave too. But it kind of depends on the caster you're playing with. It also works because like you will benefit a lot from mortal strike effects. So if you can get like hold on. Wow, that's an early spell bop. Let's see if I can get a fear here on the priest. Or Pally. Yeah, nice. So fake the kick. Nope, didn't get it. Actually, oh no, I laid a Fell Lord right as the the Rop came down. Rop is great, by the way. That's Ring of Peace. That's a monk ability. It keeps the melee from being able to hit you. So I'm trying to go on the warrior more, just because the idea is like if you're able to prevent a warrior from staying like fully offensive, like if they have to play like more defensive, then it really messes up the other team's momentum. But you have to pressure the mage too, because the mage free casting is just too much damage and too much CC. Mages are definitely the strongest caster right now. So everyone is kind of playing at a disadvantage against mages. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. But you also pressure the healer some. I'm gonna trinket that because I need to help out. Oh shoot. I actually feared the wrong target there. Foil him. Fake the kick. Nice, got precog. So I'm trying to stack up a lot of imps because what's coming up next is my Fel Lord into Tyrant. Not Fel Lord, Fel Guard. I'm doing a lot of damage right now. It's a pretty good wall, but it locked out his own healer, so his own healer is kind of stressed out. Yeah, there's Bubble. Kick the poly, nice. Fake the kick, both kicks, I think. So this time, now the pally has bubbled. He's actually a kill target too, so I want to pressure him as well. So it looks like they're switching targets to me now. I think they've had enough of my my nonsense. When you leave a demo lock alone, it's a lot of CC and control. Faked both kicks again. Wow, this is it's gonna be really hard for them to catch up from losing 4 interrupts in a row. Fake the kick again. I think I've got this warrior's number. Shadow Fury. Okay, now I got kicked. That's unfortunate. Actually, wall. That was a nice swap by the priest. Trinket that. Full fear on the pally. He trinkets. I free fear. Man, that Rop got completely immune by the So this is where, unfortunately, I don't think this priest is really good at the. He's really good at doing damage under pressure, which is excellent. But what we're missing is right now he's free casting and he's not doing enough pressure. So this is this makes it hard. Dang. Yeah. I think I've got to figure that out. We should have won because they didn't interrupt for a solid minute because we fake casted all their kicks for a long time. And with 2 casters, if they don't have any interrupts, um, we gotta just do a lot of damage. This is the only way to win. It's okay though. We're just getting warmed up. APM is slowly going up, 477. Need more coffee. Hey Alex, do I keep Doom on all targets? Uh, so in that situation, where I think we benefit from kind of spread pressure, I am trying to Doom everybody. But there are times when I'm just tunneling damage into one target. Um, actually, the previous game when we were facing the DK Hunter, DK was obviously the easiest kill target, just in that particular setup. So I was not spreading Doom. I was just like blasting away at the DK the entire time. In this one, I think we probably split our damage too much, to be honest. maybe like maybe we should just like focus fire. I don't know. I really don't. I don't have a lot of experience playing with a Shadow Priest, but when you're trying to just like out pressure the opponents, which usually you're trying to do as a caster cleave, then spreading Doom is good because Doom does so much damage. I mean, Doom itself doesn't do much damage, but this guy here, Pact of Air Druid, does a ton of damage. Cars, did I get the recolor transmogs? So I did. I got this one, and I think I have. I don't have enough shards to get more. This is okay. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've seen like a dozen different Nemesis transmogs. So this is the look for Warlocks, and it's cool. I like it. Okay, what? Let me see. 1 second. Okay, so this. Excuse me. So there are two really dominant. No, there are like two or three dominant compositions in threes. It seems this is one of them. Ellie Warrior. The one you just saw, Frost Mage, or actually any type of mage, plus Warrior, also very very strong. And then you also see like both caster cleaves and melee cleaves. And they're all good. But Ellie Shaman and Mage plus Warrior, those are like very very common. Kind of have to have an answer for it. Shoot, I'm like choking on my coffee, so I should have gotten a Reflect here. Reflect is very strong into Ellie. So I like trinketing early against this kind of comp because their initial damage is so high. Like anything you can do to help mitigate that is huge. So I'm playing a Fell Lord right here. I don't want to bubble ball here. I'll Hellstone. Gosh, I'm like choking. But I'm alive. We're doing okay. Fear the Druid. Look for the Tremor Totem. No Tremor. Okay. Refear Druid? Or no? I need to just port. Get out of there for a second. Alright, got the precog. Tunnel the Warrior. Refear Druid out of that. Oh my gosh, there's... we overlapped. One thing I'm not very good at is when I play with resto monks, whatever you call them, uh, healing monks, they're so incentivized to cocoon at low health that I tend to panic. So when I panic, I wall. I actually think I would win a lot more if monks, the monks I played with, like knew that I would do that. Because in which case it's simply better to cocoon earlier. Otherwise, we're just gonna overlap. So now I don't have wall. It's gonna be really hard to deal with. We have a kill opportunity here, though. Oh no, that was a wild heal. What was that? So I had a really, really bad series of things that happened there. But once again, like we're higher DPS than the Shadow Breeze. And that's like, I don't think that's gonna work because every single interrupt's on me. Maybe we go Ellie. I don't know. I'm not making any progress here. So one thing about Druid though is like we really want to be switching targets a lot because Druids have to reapply hots. It's like very annoying for them. Like, is there a Tremor Totem? Oh my gosh, so bad. I need an easier way of seeing Tremor Totems. It is so hard to see them. Oh my gosh, we're dead. I don't even know how to... This is just a pressure issue. We're not doing enough damage. Caster Cleave needs to do crazy damage. How do we fix that? They don't even have a ton of CC on the enemy team. So a lot of their CC is just DR'd. I mean, they've got Hex and like Clone Fear. But I don't think that was the issue. Is there like an uptime thing here? Let me see. Not really. I don't know how to take a look at debuff uptime. I don't know. Alfred, thanks for your insights. Yeah, you know, this is a really complicated game. So sometimes people will tune in and they'll just be like, "What is going on?" And I totally understand. There's a lot going on. I need to simplify. I mean, my UI is pretty simple like relative to other high ranked PvPers, but it's still pretty complicated. I probably need to try and simplify even further because a lot of the information that's shown is not super critical. So it's not necessarily a good idea to be playing around everything here. But it is, there's a lot going on. So I'm just trying to like provide a little insight, making guides, video guides, and trying to just teach people how to play because I'm not a perfect Warlock by any stretch. There are definitely better players than me, but you can go pretty far in this game just by figuring out a few things here and there. But yeah, this is a straight up melee cleave. We should not be stacked up like this. We're gonna all get feared. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? All right, they didn't fear us, so it's good. All right, let's interrupt the healer. Pick the kick. I got a full damage rotation here. I'm gonna take the gateway out of here. Oh, I like that. That's an early cocoon. It really opens up a lot of opportunities here. Now they're no longer on me during the cocoon. I'm gonna do tons of CC and damage. That's my goal here. Okay, they're back on me. I'm gonna port. Be back on me in a second. Fell Lord. Fell Lord is this is like the cooldown you need to use as often as possible against double melee. You'll get so much more casts out. It's crazy. Fear the healer. So here, I don't think I'm gonna spread doom. I think I'm just gonna tunnel the shaman because I don't know anything about shaman, and it feels like I gotta do something about him. They do a lot of burst. That much I know. They do a lot of burst. Or fake the kick. Fake the kick. Nope, they're not kicking, so I'm just gonna cast. Shoot. Got stunned. Fake the kick. Here comes the Tyrant. So Tyrant is actually kind of interesting cooldown these days. It doesn't do anything, but makes people scared. So I am going to heal my pet a little bit because I don't want to lose my pet already. So we need to spread out a little bit more. Nice. Fake the kick for the healer. Interrupt the healer. If you're healer. Nope, didn't get it. Whoa, am I dead already? Oh, shoot. That was a really crazy burst, and I got kicked right as they burst too. So that was like kind of my fault. So I couldn't wall. But how come we can't surrender sometimes? I actually don't understand why I can't surrender. Should I play? Is this guy playing? Because they left? Oh, the other teammate left? Yeah, that's probably why. Oh, he left the group. Actually, I'm kind of glad. I don't think I think he's good. Like when he was getting it's funny. Like when he was getting targeted, it was way better for us because he was doing pretty much the same damage while being targeted, and he's tanky, and I'm able to do probably like 30% more damage when I'm free casting. But every caster should be like that. So when he was not targeted, he was doing the same damage. So and I'm getting shut down more. Just with like, even if I'm not getting kicked very much, like if I'm getting a lot of precogs, I'm still having to fake cast. I'm having to like eat a lot of extra stuns, and so that's kind of like the key. You have to kind of like whoever's free, they just have to pump. Pretty simple though. Hey Normand, how's it going? How are you doing on this fine Monday morning? Just getting started here. Yeah. I don't know if I said hi, Pack, but hello. Good morning, Pack. Yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in. We're just doing some threes pugs. Kind of really never know what you're gonna get. I'm kind of curious to play. I want to play Affliction is the thing, but Affliction just is so bad with most comps right now because it's simply too squishy without bringing enough to the table in terms of damage or CC. But it's really fun when you play with like the Bloodstone talent. With and you can do crazy burst damage. You're even squishier, so it's definitely a liability. But I think it would work with the right setup, probably with a good warrior, rogue, hunter, something really bursty, especially if they bring some CC. Maybe a feral. I don't know. I've never really played with a feral. But nobody really. Everyone who plays those classes, they only want to do melee cleaves. So it's like, I don't know, or play with mages, which I understand. Mages like easy mode, but it would be pretty fun. So if anyone here is like pretty good at any of those classes, I'm happy to try things out. But otherwise, just kind of plug it a bit. Because demo is great in threes, but it's really it can carry very hard, but it's also a supportive class, and because it gets targeted a lot. People love to chase down demos because you can slow down a demo's damage quite a lot. And so when it's playing a more supportive role, you need a carry to go with it, like an Ellie Shaman, Balance Druid, Shadow Priest. Somebody who's going to do so much damage that the other team is just like freaking out, like what to do. So when you play a supportive role, you rely a lot on your carry just to bring the damage meter, you know? Normand, hi chat. Wish you all a great week ahead. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything on deck for tomorrow? I don't think so, right? No patch notes or anything. Uh, Cosplay competition? I don't know. Don't care about that. Yeah, I don't know about any of this other stuff. But yeah, Wowhead. Any blue posts? Nothing really. Cool, cool. 1 hour maintenance. So that means no big patches. Bank updates. Has anybody asked for bank updates? More storage? Oh, achievement for getting 6 bank tabs. Huge. More achievement points. Always welcome. Oh, this guy got logged out. Whoops. Would Destro demo work? I've played Destro demo to 2400, so it does work. And I think it's because if the Destro is bringing a ton of damage, the demo's job is super easy. They just have to like be annoying, you know? Uh, and I was playing with like not even the best demo luck. I was playing Destro in that comp. He was like okay, but like a really good Destro demo, I bet could go pretty high. Even though you have like you share DRs and everything, and you don't have like any extra utility, whatever. But uh, I think just the threat level of both classes in that kind of comp is pretty high, so not bad. Warlock is not the best in threes right now. I mean, there are better casters, unfortunately, but it is true. I mean, it's pretty much true that there are better options. So Mage is kind of like the main one. Mage is crazy. It's like playing the game on twice the speed of everyone else. But we're having fun, just chilling. And then we'll do some solo queue in a bit. I don't know if we can't find anybody good. It's no big deal. We will simply do solo queue. What is that? A prot warrior? No wait, it is a prot. Wait, why does it say prot? But he's maybe he's currently spec prot, but he's applying as an. So I'm curious. Does prot work at all in threes? And I just like I have no idea. I don't know how much damage a prot spec does in threes. When I see them in solo shuffle, though, they're generally dead weight, just completely dead weight. It's amazing to me that there are any tanks that even move up beyond like 2K rating because they just do no damage. And they're not even that tanky. Let me see. Uh, all right, this guy's okay. I think we have somebody. I think this healer has somebody on the way. He's just somebody I found in Pugs. LFG is like a very silly system, but you know, sometimes you find good players. Occasionally. Hey, bud. Oh, all right. Let's see. I would. I wonder if they would play. Actually, what rating am I at? I'm only 2170. Man, I've just been messing around with like in threes with friends and stuff, and I think I do need to try and like actually play the LFG system a little bit better, and then make sure I'm just playing kind of casual stuff with on my alt. I probably need to do that, but whatever. Let's see. Let me just check the YouTube thingy. See if I have any missed comments. Check our Discord. Things are looking good. Okay. Got a Shadow Priest, another Shadow. I guess this healer likes to play with Shadow Priests. Or Shadow play. Which is not a bad comp. Um, not against it. It's just a little boring. It's like it's very I end up playing a very supportive role. People go on me and I just kind of like play supportive. But the way threes is like dampening ramps up a little, like a lot more slowly compared to solo shuffle. So it just feels like you spend 2 minutes doing nothing in threes. I think it's kind of silly. I think there should be more dampening in threes because the pace of the game in solo shuffle is just basically more fun. Like you don't waste all that time just trying to get to dampening. There are games that are won and lost within the first minute or so in threes, but it's pretty rare. Usually you're just kind of waiting around, just blowing cooldowns so that you have cooldowns ready for the next round of goes, which just it just seems so pointless. Um, it's like might as well just sit in the starting room. So threes is kind of like it's kind of a weird bracket right now, uh, but I feel like I'm supposed to get the gladiator title every season, so I guess I will. But it just seems like a waste. I wonder if they, I wonder what they have working behind the scenes, or if they're even like working on anything kind of significant behind the scenes. 'Cause I have no idea. Because something like Battleground Blitz kind of came out of, it didn't come out of, I don't know if it came out of nowhere or what, but I like the way they got people used to it by having it first like a normal unrated version. They did this with Solo Shuffle too. They tested it like unrated version for a season and then the real one the next expansion. And I think that was awesome. Like they really did a great job with Blitz. And I wonder if the next expansion they've got something cooking and they haven't told us, or if it's going to be nothing. You know, it could be anything anywhere in between. It might just be like more maps or whatever. Um, that's fine. They can't do that every single expansion to come up with something totally fresh, but still, that'd be nice. Okay, Shadow Priest Warrior. We will simply go on whoever this Shadow Priest wants to blast. So on this map, I've still yet to figure out an optimal strategy in terms of placement, but um, I lay my Fellord here aggressively because we've got a great start. Got through a lot of cooldowns early. I think this Shadow Priest is a pumper. You see that damage? This guy, he knows what's up. His job is very simple. Do a lot of damage. Because all kicks are directed at me. Oh, that guy got kicked. Too bad. Fake the kick. Fear the healer. It's a half fear. Refear. I probably could have trinketed that, but oh, I got a stun on the healer. This is actually a kill, perhaps. Oh, swap. I actually did not mean to jump off there, so that's pretty unfortunate. Hopefully my healer is in a position to help me. Nice, he is. I'm gonna coil him, trinket that fear. I'm gonna blast, fear pally. Oh, I got stunned. Dang. I'm gonna just stun the pally. Try and fear pally. Yeah, we got it. Nice. Yeah, I think this priest is pretty good. Yeah. So I have made. I think what I need to do is make more emotes. That's my next thing to do for the Twitch chat and YouTube chats. Actually, YouTube, I think there's like you can only have a couple custom emotes, like 3 or 4. Um, so it's more for Twitch chat. Do like a lot of custom emotes. I don't think I can make any more animated ones, but I think I've got a couple more slots. So if you've got ideas for emotes that you feel like I'm missing, just toss them out there. I will start working on it. Gonna have lots of stinky looking emotes. Hey Harryoken, do I have a Discord server? I sure do. Exclamation point Discord. This should work in the YouTube chat too, but sometimes my YouTube chat bot doesn't work. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so that's the link to my Discord. If you're a Twitch or a YouTube, if you're a Twitch subscriber or a YouTube member and you're linked to your Discord account, then you'll have automatic access to some additional channels, like a subscriber channel, but um, still kind of like still in growth mode, trying to like pick up more people. Setting up like a VOD review channel too for subscribers, and once I have a few VODs together, I'll go over them and in the on stream. Yeah, we're just chilling. Yeah, we've got about a month left in the season, so I actually do need to think about how I'm going to use that time wisely. Uh, I like Blitz the most. I think it's the most fun to me. But the problem is like I'm pretty high rated in Blitz, but to push higher, I need to play at a very late hour because that's when all the queues happen on the NA servers. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to have the time to do that. We'll see. So I may just try to push in solo shuffle instead for the rank 1, but because I can actually catch higher rated queues at different times. But I'm not sure. What's probably even more important is I simply make a lot of content because I want to hit the ground running with Season 3, have some like, up-to-date guides, you know, really teach people how to play, and like make honestly, if we can make Warlock super popular, that'd be such a big win. Because this is like it's one of the hardest classes to play, but it's so strong when played well, and it's so rewarding. Make the kick. When you're next to a pally, like a healing pally, and you try and cast near them, they will always try and kick you, and they will always miss. It's amazing. no matter how high rated they are. Hellstone. I'm gonna stun this guy just to slow down damage a little. Let's go ahead and spread Doom a little bit here, just because we're not really getting a ton of kill pressure out. JK, maybe we are. Fear the Pally. He's gonna have to. Okay, drink it. Refear. That was an amazing ROP. This guy got punted off the edge of the Cage of Carnage. We have a huge Tyrant here. 10 imps. Oh, I should have stunned the Pally. Oh shoot, I overlapped. That's actually my fault. He still had Cocoon. I should not have walled. Because this healer's good. He's not gonna let me die without cocooning. Fear the Pally? This might be kill. Oh no. What was that? That was a big heal. Was that way? I don't even know. Stun the warrior. Interrupt Pally. Oh, I can't follow up with Fear though. Fear Pally. It's a full Fear. What? It broke somehow? Fear Pally again. This is not a great Tyrant, but good enough. Get the job done, maybe. Nice, speared him behind the box. This guy's super dead. Yeah. Not Fear, that was a Coil. So Coil is like one of those things that like you can actually control where the coil goes. And it's super simple. It goes away from you. So if you're trying to coil somebody who's like trying to kite away from you around a pillar, it's basically always going to go even further around a pillar. So like coiling them in that situation is bad. But when they're in the open and next to a pillar and you coil them in that direction, it can completely win the game just by itself. It's like a CC and a wall at the same time. Hey, Three-Wheeled, how's it going? I think that was that the same team we faced two times in a row. Let me see. That on Cage of Carnage, TSMC. It is the same team. So it's like it's both on Cage of Carnage, which actually is a map that I feel like it should favor them because the area in which you fight is very small, and that's good for warriors because they do a ton of like AOE stuns and fears and things. Okay, this is tougher. This is a really tough comp for us because they're gonna try and like just keep resetting, CC, kiting. Hard for us to keep a lot of damage rolling on any target, but so our best chance is just kind of like get some chain CC going. We'll see. You doing good? Working like a dog? Oh man. Games are going okay. So I'm just starting my day with a little bit of Pug 3s as a demo lock, which I'm gonna try and fake the kick. Nope, didn't fake it. Got a follow-up fear there. I'm gonna interrupt the Cyclone. Fellord right here. So with the Fellord, you can often get like a Hand of Gul'dan right after you lay the Fellord because what happens is like the dude just gets stunned and it messes up his like kick timings. Look at that. He's been trying to Cyclone for hours. You know what's happening? It's just like the Fellord just keeps stunning him. All right. So this is that situation where I don't need to spread Doom because first of all, they're not really like tightly packed, so I'm not going to get a lot of like spread damage out of it. But this way I can just tunnel vision this guy. Coil him, Fear Priest, it's a short fear at best. Line of sight the UP. UP is the, uh-oh, I'm going to wall here because my positioning is bad. our healer CC'd. And Hellstone too, because why not? Full Fear Priest. Oh, I got Cyclone. It's okay. Their priest is kind of stressed out too. So interrupt the priest. I can't follow up. Coil, fear. Fake the kick. Didn't get it. It's kind of hard to fake this this dude, this cat. That's a nice swap. Oh, actually, I think that wall hurts them more than us. Yeah, that priest, that wall screwed their own healer. I'll take it. I think that's a really hard comp for us. But that wall, like this priest is like probably raging about it. It happens. Hey Alex, have you met warlocks higher than you in rating? Were they better or worse than you? Yeah. So in solo shuffle, there's like a handful of warlocks I run into. Um, at the 2800-ish rating. Oh man, I'm down to 10th. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of solo shuffle pushing lately, so I need to get back into at least the top 5. I don't know. And there are, I wouldn't say that I've noticed anybody who's like a cut above. It's been a long time since I've noticed that. At least not in demo. I feel like I'm pretty much up there in demonology. In Destro and Affliction, I don't play as much. Affliction, there are better locks for sure. Affliction, I'm usually kind of just I don't know, somewhere between the top 30, top 10. Sometimes I'm actually like near the top 5 in Affliction, but that's more of a fluke than me being like dominant or anything. Demo, I'm pretty good. Destro, it's like sometimes I'm top 5, sometimes I'm top 30. I don't know, but there are a couple locks that I think are very good at Destro, and you'll see them in AWC. They're really good. In terms of like, it just kind of comes down to just like at the highest levels, like what's most obvious is not like DPS necessarily, but more like positioning and then ability to coordinate. Wow, this is a hold on. I need to actually focus for a second. We just used every single CD because of how much burst there was there. I'm actually not sure how bounce druids do that kind of crazy burst. I'm just like not experienced enough with them. But we have a lot of bursts of our own now. It's gonna be kind of tricky coming back from this because we used so many cooldowns there. It's crazy. This map is also not helpful. Dang. That was a quick kick. Very nice. Let's see. We got a follow-up here. This is a lot of pressure. Nice. Got the fake. This guy seems pretty killable. Short fear just to interrupt the heal. Fort for a second. Stun on both. Nice. He kicked Shadow, so I'm pumping damage. Demon Bolt till he dies. There you go. So that was a really rough start. We used Life Swap and Cocoon and Wall all at the same time. Wall is my defensive unending resolve. Simply because that burst was crazy right at the beginning. But then they just kind of like ran out of steam. They were pretty sloppy. I think they probably win a lot of games with the opener. That's my guess. Let's see. Question. Pack, when you watch Jazz, he has perfect positioning, port usage, and knows when to CC and interrupt to kill, set up kill windows. Yeah, I think I think there's some locks on EU that I've never played against, and I think they're all really good. And I think like people like, especially people who play in the AWC, like Infernian, and I don't know who else there is. There are a lot of really good locks out there, especially good at destruction and affliction that I don't think I'm like top tier at. But one thing to note is that playstyle matters a lot. So there are a lot of very good locks that their playstyle is really conducive to kind of like defensive play, and that can work pretty well. But that sometimes actually loses. Like I beat a lot of those sorts of play styles because I just charge at them, and I outplay kicks, you know. So if they don't get their kicks out, or I fake it, then I just win. So like that's actually kind of like there are different ways to win the game. And I think that's kind of a nice thing about WoW. The hard thing about WoW is finding everyone has like their own personal play style, and the hard thing is finding a class and spec that fits your play style the best. Because everyone's just different instinctively, of like how they handle pressure and how they want to apply pressure. So you can have fun no matter what, but I will never be a good. For example, I'll never be a good. I don't know what's a good example. I would never be a good rogue. Like that's and like a lot of really good players who are good casters too. They're probably like really good at rogue because it has like a that kind of setup mindset. So I use my Void Elf teleport to get back to over. Oh, thank you for subbing. Feds, thank you so much. Queued with me last night and found the stream. Oh yeah, nice. Hope I didn't feed too much. I think when I'm pugging threes, I'm kind of just like I'm not really paying attention to be honest. Actually, I should be going on the enhance. I feel like enhance is a lot easier to kill the warrior, right? I don't know. Let's make the kick. AoE stun. This coil. I need to pay attention. Let's follow up the silence with a stun on the healer. Fake the kick. No, he's not gonna risk giving me precog, so he's just gonna stun me. Nice dodge the Searing Glare, luckily. I think this enhance does a lot of damage. I don't know. What are you supposed to do against enhance? One nice thing about playing a class that nobody else plays is like you have this inherent advantage. I don't think I should have walled there, but I got a little scared. When I'm at half health against an enhance, I just get scared. I don't know what they're gonna do. So amp Curse of Weakness on the enhance so he can't crit me. Hopefully he goes underground. During this window, just kind of hit the warrior. So I'm out of sync with my Tyrant and Felguard, but I'm just going to send stuff as it comes up because we are definitely in a close match here. Coil him because he's doing a bazillion damage. I actually need to play Fel Domination if I face these guys again. Oh shoot, I should have faked that. I could have faked that. Fel Lord. This is going to be I got a nice interrupt on the healer. Nice big Tyrant. If I can get a fear here. I did get a fear. This might be a kill. Yeah, okay. And they were doing a lot of control on the Shadow Priest. Like the Shadow Priest wasn't doing any damage because I don't know, enhanced like grounding and all that other nonsense. But pretty doable. Shaman does not have a chance to survive, no immune. And well, he has the burrow, so he used that earlier when we got a nice CC chain on the healer, and I was able to get like a decent amount of damage out, even though they're just like trading me. So that worked out pretty good. Uh, Boofy, why don't I play Diabolist? So Diabolist is, I think it's, I think it's, I think Diabolist is pretty weak against good teams. Is basically, well, how should I put it? So when you're left alone as Diabolist, you can do crazy damage, just absolutely crazy damage. But when you're trained, which I'm being trained in like 90% of these games, uh, your damage is lowered by way more than if you play Soul Harvester. Soul Harvester has nice, steady damage profile. You won't do quite as much burst as Diabolist, but like whether or not I'm getting trained, I'm getting Demon Bolts out, and Demon Bolts apply a lot of dot damage, like Soul Anathema, whatever, I don't know, Doom Bolts, all that stuff. So I'll never do like zero damage, whereas like Diabolist, if you get shut down, you do zero damage. It's like horrible. So that's the main reason. I mean, the other reason to play a Diabolist is Howl of Terror, which is a very strong talent. Um, but we already have AoE Fear from the Shadow Priest, and I'm getting out a couple fears here and there, and I think that's enough. So other than that, that's like the other main reason to take it. So I like playing Diabolist as Destro because you're all about the burst, and it does more burst than Hellcaller. But Hellcaller Destro is also the reason why it's really strong and better than Diabolist in most situations is again because it has steady damage profile, very hard to shut down. Okay, what do we got? Double Ret Warrior and a Suppress Evoker can be pretty annoying. We'll see. You really like Howl of Terror when you're being trained? Yeah, I think Howl of Terror is really good. It probably would have worked just fine there, honestly. But I'm a fan of the Soul Harvester playstyle because I want to do more damage. Like there, the Shadow Priest is getting shut down, so like I had to do a lot of the damage to kill, and I think it's really hard to get a lot of the casts off you need as a Diabolist. So right now oh my gosh, getting a little bit shut down here, but we. Yes. Okay. I was like, do I hold it or do I wall? I'm glad I held it. Getting really wrecked here. I actually thought I faked that. That's too bad. I'm gonna port. Live Fell Lord, rather. I guess I need to wall. I don't like that one bit. You're the priest or a healer rather. Nice, we got Spellbot. Coil this guy, interrupt the healer. This might be a kill. Oh wait, bubble. That's right. Dang. How are they doing so much burst to me? I think it's a. What do we do there? So, I mean, we went through our cooldowns pretty nicely at the start. It was always very close. It's times like those that I'm like, am I wearing PvP gear? And I am. I am wearing max versatility gear too. It's just the damage is so high. I mean, we got really close a couple times on the ret. I think we were kind of splitting our damage too much on the warrior ret. Not quite sure in that situation. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. You know, Howlitzer would have been better in that particular matchup too. You know, I could actually run Howl with Soul Harvester. I mean, it's not crazy. It just, especially if they're in melee range, 10 yards is enough. 40 seconds cooldown is a lot longer than 24, whatever it is with a, or 25 or whatever it is with Diabolist. That might have actually worked better there. Oh shoot. Oh, you know what? I gotta do something IRL for a bit. I'll be AFK for a little bit. Um, Sorry, y'all. I gotta go AFK for a bit. I I will I think I'll be okay keeping the stream on, but I may need to turn off the stream. We'll see. You know what? I'm just gonna nuke the stream for now, and then I will fire things back up, probably in about an hour or so. Hopefully people are on it then. But for now, sorry about that. I gotta I gotta jet for a little bit. I'll be back in an hour or so. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I will answer more questions. I will be back for more action a little bit later. Okay. Thanks all. Sorry about that. IRL stuff.